Hello and welcome back to Tales of Maj'Eyal. It's time to check out the... what's it called here? Lake of Nur. Got a bunch of places we could be checking out. But this is the one that I think we are ready for. Now this is a dungeon that I like to do as early as I can, but the thing is it's... Ooh. Counter, let's sidestep that. You're kind of going right where I don't want you to go. Okay. Yeah, I like to avoid those. This is an encounter, this is a region that I like to do as soon as I can, but it's quite dangerous to do early on, so I'm just going to hit Z to auto-complete to the end of the zone, and here we are. Now, on this particular run, I feel like I've gotten quite lucky as far as prep for this particular event goes. Man, there's something weird going on with my mouse. It keeps or something. I keep clicking on things and I'm not pushing any buttons. Anyway. Alright, so allows you to breathe in water. We have an underwater breathing helmet. That'll help out. Well, potentially. It depends. More on that in a moment. We also got the Light of Revelation last time, which gives us bonuses against horrors. Quite significant bonuses against horrors. So let's auto-explore, no air gauge because we are okay, and in we go. You descend into the submerged ruins. The walls look extremely ancient, yet you feel power within this place. Alright, so this is what it looks like when you're in an underwater dungeon. You have these little underwater air bubbles here. So if you're standing in those, your air supply increases. We don't need those. So let's just... Nothing nearby. Just some squids. Vial of squid ink. There's an ingredient that we hadn't had yet. This first level is probably going to be pretty easy. Water Imp, a little bit annoying. These things have a habit of teleporting. Light of Revelation shines on squid, revealing its true nature as bloated horror. Oh. This is also for a zone-wide effect. Okay, well, let's kill that. Bloated horror heart, yay, good for us. So the Light of Revelation is just randomly going to transform enemies into horrors? Okay. It's weird, but I'm down with that. Zone-wide effect. Air decreases over time. If you run out of air, you will start losing life. Look for bubbles to recover air. The water also reduces stun resistance by 10%, and fire damage is reduced by 10%. However, cold damage is increased by 10%. Yeah. So these water imps are particularly annoying. Oh, is that as I was gonna kill it? Suddenly I'm a lot less happy with this item. The water imps are quite annoying because they teleport around all over the place. This, however, is incredibly dangerous. These are... Okay, we're gonna heal. Luminous horrors... Always come in pairs of 3. We're gonna go blinding speed, that's a free action. Luminous horror dust, good for us. I do not take those, I take those very seriously. Okay, luminous horror dust, that was one of the things that we needed. So I guess Radiant Horror is the one that's really dangerous. Those are just kind of annoying, but... Oh, I was in a pocket of light, so I was taking extra damage. Yeah, see, these things are just gonna... Light of Revelation shines. Netherworm Mass. I wonder if this is going to be a constant thing. Bloated horror. mean, I am theoretically better against these horrors than I normally would be, but this is kind of annoying. Okay, water jet hits us. So there are traps in this area as well. Okay, well that was a water imp with glasses. Shields up. Yeah, you're a gunner. I would rather you not be here. Coal Sweeper, the Alchemist's Lamp. This is what I get for using a new item. I'm pretty sure this is the Cultists of Madness, or whatever it was called. The most recent DLC. And I've never dealt with this before. And I'm really thinking I might want to replace it with something at this point. So what did I just find? A tier 3 lamp. Plus 3 light, 57 maximum life, changes damage, 6% extra darkness damage, mind penetration, mind resistance. Okay, when we hit somebody, there's a chance that they'll do less damage. And when we are hit, we do darkness damage. This is really cool. I'm gonna keep this, just because I happen to know... Oh good. We need one of these. Electric eel tail. So I've gone runs where I just didn't get one of those on the first level of, or I guess the second level of Lake of Nir, because the first level is to the surface. But I happen to know that the second level here of this place is going to be infested with horrors. Oh, ink squid. So I'm going to keep the Light of Revelation on until we've dealt with the next level, because I don't know if it'll transform horror enemies, but it will give me bonuses against horror enemies. So let's just keep that on until we've finished with the horror dungeon, and then take it off. Okay, Steel Battle Axe of Massacre. No. We've got a really good thing. Arcane Disrupting Forces, no. You want a Fireball. Creates a Wall of Flames lasting 4 turns. Doing 148 damage overall. No thank you. As you descend to the next level, you traverse a kind of magical barrier, keeping the water away. The barrier seems to be failing, however, and the next level is flooded too. So this is random. The Lake of Nir, there are 2 variations. You have it where Lake of Nir 3 is flooded or dry. Flooded, you have to deal with water and some fairly nasty aquatic horrors, but I find dry to be generally scarier. Although, it might depend actually, because I don't play a lot of melee. So we'll see. Swarming Horror. When you kill these things, they release bubbles, which is nice. Entrenched Horror casts Earthquake. Heal regen. Oh, something's going on over there. Let's sidestep to avoid Silbeth, the Swarming Horror's Ice Shards. Take out the Entrenched Horror. Mine's on Squid, okay. Yeah, on the Squid, that's fine. I have been confused. Oh, you're a Necromancer. Okay. That's the first Necromancer we've met. Blindside? Wait, you have... You're definitely a Necromancer, but why do you have Blindside? Is that... Oh, that must be a Swarming Horror move. Right, the one that when it teleported to come to me. What's this? Impending Doom. Reducing healing factor by 80% and dealing 70 arcane damage per turn. Effect will stop if the caster dies. Oh, I'm on a timer here. I need to kill this thing as quickly as I can, while hopefully not taking all that much damage. Okay, I'm gonna do this just to pop the 14% resist all. I might actually die here. Okay, well, maybe not. Missed? Oh, I was confused. Okay. That was scary. I was on a timer there where I was going to die if I didn't kill it. Okay, cool. Something hit me for some cold damage. I think that was just a water jet. Oh, it might have been... Okay, that was a water imp. Killing lots of bloated horrors. I guess without the Light of Revelation, we wouldn't have found any bloated horrors on this run. So it is nice that we got that. Oh dear. Abyssal Horror and a Swarm Hive right next to each other. Swarm Hive is going to constantly summon swarming horrors. Abyssal Horror... You just do all kinds of neat stuff, don't you? Not as much as I remember. Dark Vision. You can just see better in darkness. Okay. Never mind. I thought you were a lot scarier than that for some reason. Confuse them both. Good. Let's rush you. Stunned. Okay, you're down. What's happening to us right now? Abyssal Shroud. Light radius has been reduced by 2, darkness resistance by 14%. There's so many status effects in this game. Yep. Stun. Curiosity. Summon. Okay, that's just what it is. It's just called Summon. That's why these things are annoying. Okay, we have an Entrenched Horror. Just a squid. Yeah, you're all the way over there. Alright, well, let's... Charge, stun, regen, attack, AoE. Okay, you just teleported. Nowhere to go. Ah, here we go. I was just gonna comment. We haven't found any boiling horrors yet. This one is pretty scary. So this is just that certain spells leave fire on the ground. If you have a gem or a mind star, do things. I don't know, they just always seem to do so much damage. Again, maybe my memory of this place isn't that bad, or maybe I'm over-leveled or something. This will help against fire significantly, but... heal, remove the burn, step forward, swing. Okay, we killed it. Trap there. Lovely. step forward, kill, 5 step forward. Okay, it's dead. We hit level 19, more strength, more constitution. That's a significant speed boost. Again, at 28%, that means that we get... So this is active for 5 turns, which means that over those 5 turns, we would be doing 6.5 actions. I mean, it's not great, but it'll get really good as we continue to put points into it. I think we want to max that out. Okay. Oh, it's lit up because I have enough strength to put a sixth point into it. Okay, that makes sense. Right, because there is a game mode where you don't have a cap on your skills. Want to grab one of these? Or duck and dodge? I don't care about that. Militant Mind gives bonuses to saves and attack power while I'm within sight range of enemies. That's okay. Not great, but it's a passive, so it's free. Indomitable. The most powerful military forces in the known world, and the Halflings have been at war with most other races for thousands of years. Remove 2 stun, daze, or pin effects, and makes you immune to stuns, dazes, and pins for 2 turns. Definitely want that, but that requires level 24. When you take more than 5% of your maximum health in a single hit, all enemies in radius of 1 will be intimidated, reducing their physical, mind, and spell power. This will give me a chance to shrug off confusion. 39% chance to shrug off confusion every turn. I think we're going to go with that. Like at this point, I'm just kind of making myself a little bit better. One of you. Boiling Horror. I don't know why it'll seem like I played that thing up way more than I should have, but I remember having a lot of trouble with those in the past. Where are you? Up there, huh? Ah, the water imp was actually a devourer, and I just used my AoE. Oh, lovely. Okay, physical shield in that case. And regen. These are another one that come in sets of 3. They're kind of nasty because they can hop to you. Okay. I think we're done. Alright. Let's go to level 4. Oh, there was a second message there that is hit enter through. Oh well. Reduce damage from summon. I've already got something slightly better. I value the bonus health more than the 3% damage versus summoned, which are pretty rare. Teleport rune. No, I won't be using one of those. This level seems to be removed from the rest of the runes. The air is fresh and the level is lighted. You hear the distant crackling of magical energies. We've made it to Yikgur, the Shurtul Fortress. And this is our prize for getting through this whole place. We do have one last fight on the way, though, the Weirdling Beast. This thing has a special ability that removes your sustained talents. This could be quite nasty for certain classes. For us, I don't think it's too much of a deal. Let's see, you also have Bone Shield, which is really nice. You currently have 3 Bone Shields active, you can see, which means the first 3 hits will do no damage to you whatsoever. And every 10 turns, you will generate a new one. Soul Rot, I've got all kinds of nasty stuff here. But we're going to zigzag our way across, and we've been frozen, of course. Do I want to just activate this? I guess. Let's see, Corrupted Negation. Okay, that's the one. You've just removed both of our sustained talents. Okay, we're going to step forward. And fortunately, we do more than one type of damage, so we just soaked all of its shields. Because it does all physical negates the first one, and then the darkness negated the second or whatever. We're confused. We've also been splashed with acid, which is a bit annoying. We're gonna what does it do? Reduces armor and attack. Oh. Well, we'll try to stun you anyway. Success. Put up a physical shield. And I guess we're just gonna start hitting you with our best attacks now that... Okay, there you go. Now you're bleeding. Receives 290 healing. Yeah, this thing is incredibly durable. No longer stunned. You had 4 for stun. Failed. You've got a shield up again. We've been pinned. We've also been acid splashed. Shrugged off the effect of frozen. All sorts of stuff is going on here. Just playing it slow. Oh, also, yeah, 38% physical resist. That's part of the problem, for sure. You just used another healing infusion. You can do one of those too, I guess. We're kind of injured. Oh no, we're confused. We took a random step. Okay, you are below 50% health. We're going to use Execution, which will do an extra 50-something%. Oh, that's actually not that much, and that costs a lot of stamina. You know what? Never mind. Stun. With a stun. Okay, you're up to 23. Okay, now we'll do the Execution. As the weirdling beast falls, it shrieks one last time, the door behind it shatters and explodes, revealing the room behind it. Stairs up, vanish. Quest completed. Churchill Fort. Oh, updated, rather. And the Churchill Fortress. Okay. I got a crooked club. So that particular fight is... Okay, yeah, we're not done. The weirdling beast is dead, freeing the way into the fortress itself. And that particular fight is the main reason why I put off doing this as soon as I complete the forest. Because this, it can be a bit tricky. Okay, I'm gonna swap out the Light of Revelation now. It was fun while it lasted. But, we're not fighting horrors anymore. So let's just get rid of that. Okay. So this place, portal room, teleportation circle to the surface here. So we'll take this and escape. See, crooked club, don't really care. Oh, this has an ability that summons nearby enemies towards us. That could be cool for us, but it's a one-handed weapon that does less damage than what we've got. Okay, so we now have a portal here that we can use at any time. Come back here. Alright. This orb, Item Vault Control Orb, seems to be a kind of interface to an extra-dimensional vault of items. All your characters in alternate universes will be able to access it from here. Only items from the validated game versions, oh, okay, that's unfortunate, are uploadable. Unfortunate typo there. Right. So here, this is one of the advantages you get for paying for the game, which if you've got the game on Steam, you have access to this automatically. Because this game is free. You can just download the game for free from the website, the game's website. But if you pay for it, one of the advantages you get is the ability to store items in here. So if, say, I wanted, maybe this Light of Revelation, I wanted to store in here, and then pick it up with a different character at a later date, I could. So this allows you to transfer items between characters, which is useful if you're doing very specific builds, I guess. Door is sealed. Okay. Door Doors. Oops. Door is sealed. Okay, you see a mural. You see a mural showing a huge metropolis made of crystal, with small islands of stone floating in the air behind it. In the foreground, there's sitting a Shur-Tool with a hand stretched up to the sky. So this is what the Shur-Tool looked like. I don't know if we've heard a lot about them, I guess, because I haven't really been reading all of the lore in this game as we go. And then there's some text here that we don't understand. We don't have the ability to read that. We can get... I'm reading these in reverse order, I guess. This picture shows a huge god holding some smaller figures in his hands and pointing out the lands beyond. You imagine these figures must be the Shur-Tool. This picture, a huge god with glowing eyes, towers above the land, and in his right hand he holds high the sun. The other gods are running from him, wincing from the light. Okay, and the first one over here... You see here a mural showing a dark and tortured world. Large, godlike figures with powerful auras fight each other, and the earth is torn beneath their feet. A little bit about the history of Maj'Eyal there. Shur-Tool Control Orb. The orb seems to represent the world of Eyal. Right, because Maj, I believe, means west. So this is West Eyal is where we are currently. As a whole, it is probably used for controlling the fortress. You do not understand the inscriptions there. Examine the orb. The device seems to be made of pure crystal. It projects a very accurate map of the known world, including the forbidden continent of the south, which I believe does not appear in any of the games yet. Maybe we'll have future DLC dealing with that in the future. There seems to be a hole about the size and form of your Rod of Recall. Insert the rod. As you take the rod close to the orb, it seems to vibrate and react. A shadow appears in the corner of the room. You retract the rod immediately, but the shadow stays. It looks like the horrors you fought when coming inside, only less degenerated. The thing looks roughly humanoid, but it has no head, and its limbs look like tentacles. It does not seem hostile. Use the orb alone. Alright, quest complete. Update. No complete. Home sweet home. Dispatched the weirdling beast and took possession of Yikgur, the Shur-Tool fortress, for your own usage. Alright. Fortress Shadow. Creature slowly turns to you. You hear its terrible voice directly in your head. Welcome, Master. What are you, and what is this place? The creature glares at you with intensity. You see images in your head. You see titanic wars, in an age now forgotten. You see armies of what you suppose are Shur-Tools, since they look like the Shadow. They fight with weapons, magic, and other things. They fight gods. They hunt them down, killing or banishing them. You see great fortresses like this one, flying all over the skies of Eyal, shining bastions of power, glittering in the young sun. You see the gods, beaten, defeated, and dead, all but one. Then you see darkness. It seems like the Shadow does not know what followed those events. You shake your head as the vision dissipates, and your normal sight comes back slowly. Those are Shur-Tools? They fought the gods? They had to. They forged terrible weapons of war. They won. But then, where are they now if they won? They are gone now. I cannot tell you more. But I am the Master! Cannot tell you more. Fine. Master, I'm not your mouse. The creature glares at you. You possess a control rod. You are the Master. Okay. Why do I understand you? The texts are unreadable to me. You are the Master. You have the rod. I am created to speak to the Master. Well, that explains that, I guess. What can I do here? You are the Master. You can use this place as you desire. However, most of the energies are depleted, and only some rooms are usable. To the south, you will find the storage room, which is that place that allows us to teleport in items from previous characters that have made it here. What else can this place do? This fortress is designated as a mobile base for the Godslayers. It can fly. It is also equipped with various facilities: exploratory far portal, emergency containment field, remote storage. However, the fortress is badly damaged and has lain dormant for too long. Its energies are nearly depleted. Take this transmogrification chest. It is linked by a permanent far portal to the fortress. Any items you put inside will be sent to the power core and dismantled for energy. There are, however, unwanted byproducts to this operation, the generation of a metal known as gold. It is of no use to the fortress and thus will be sent back to you. I have already found such a chest in my travel. Will it work? Yes, it will. I will tune it to this fortress. Done. Okay. That, I believe, is a reference to when this, in a much earlier version of this game, I think you had to make it here to get the chest of transmogrification that we've been using to just convert items into money so that we don't have to carry them around and sell them in shops. I'm very glad that that became available much earlier than this, but this is where you would have originally gotten that, I believe. Are there any training facilities? Yes, Master. A training facility is available to the north, but it is not yet powered on. I will need to use 50 energy to do this. Maybe later. Yeah, so no energy stored. Can you use your magic to alter the appearance of my gear? Yes, Master. The Mirror of Reflections is what you need. It is currently dormant, but could be reactivated. I will need to use 10 energy to do this. Maybe later. The orb seems to represent the world of Maj'Eyal as a whole. It is also probably used for controlling the fortress. You do not understand the inscriptions here. Right, so we can't do that yet. Aha. 5th mural painting. This mural shows 9 short tools standing side by side, each holding aloft a dark weapon. Your eyes are drawn to a ruined staff held by a red-robed figure in the center. It seems familiar somehow. Well, not yet. It will in a moment, though, because we're about to hit the Library of Lost Memories. Yay, achievements unlocked. Oh, have I not gotten these on Steam before? I guess I haven't actually played on my Steam account in quite a while. Okay, well, quest upgraded. Okay, fine. That's fine. So what that just did is it gave me every piece of lore that I've ever gotten on any previous character. Everything has all been given to me. Of particular importance is... where is it? Oh, spoiler, there are more murals, we just can't see them yet. Spellhunter's Guide, Deep Bellow, Spellblaze Chronicles, these cost like 100 gold each to buy from one of the elf towns. There's an achievement for reading all of them, that was one of the things I just unlocked. Here we go, How to be a Necromancer, parts 1 through 4. We've learned the 5 chapters of the Orc history, we've learned the 8 chapters of the Spellblaze Chronicles, and the 5 chapters of the Legend of Garkul. So that's a bunch of stuff that'll be more relevant later. Well, the Spellblaze Chronicle won't be. That's just history. But yeah, having access to the Necromancer, knowledge means that we now have the ability to unlock the Necromancer class on this account or on this character. Anyway, so that was the Lake of Nur, and we now have this fortress. And the reason I like unlocking that as early as I can is because now I will generate... Okay, you've activated what seems to be a butler with your Rod of Recall. You've bound the transmogrification chest to the fortress power system. So now we generate energy for the fortress as we go, and there are things that the energy will let us eventually do. Anyway... what's next? Daikara? There are a few things that we could do before Daikara. So Daikara is here. Oh, an adventurer's party. That's kind of... Oh, okay. Before you stands a cute little orange cat. It looks hungry and looks at you. Oh, kitty kitty. It rubs up against your leg and purrs. Maybe you'd like some of this delicious looking troll intestines? We'll feed the cat. It eats it all and looks happy. After a while it strolls away. Somehow you feel you've not seen the last of it. Alright, that's an important random encounter to get, for sure. Not really, I don't know, I think it's just cosmetic, but I do like it. The Adventurers Party, we could attack them, we'd get a random 3 or 4 things similar to Ziggurat's Patrol, 3 or 4 enemy heroes with random stuff. But if we kill them, we can get random ingredients for the Brotherhood of Alchemists quest, because these are people that have been sent out by the alchemists to find things. I don't really know where else to go. I feel like there's something else I could be doing. I mean, there are a couple of other dungeons that are available before we go into Daikara, but I feel like we're more or less ready for it. Oh, hello. There's sparkling in here. I don't remember that. That must be a new thing. Okay. The new DLC. Okay, you feel very confident walking into this place. Let's do it. So there's a chance that we'll get encounters here. Okay, we start with some frost drakes. Huh. Skeleton Magus. We're a little bit injured. Let's pop a heal. Okay, so this has snow giants. Getting us those wonderful snow giant kidneys. And we already had one because we had a random snow giant encounter earlier. Oh, we've been poisoned. Let's not be poisoned. Yeah, these Thunderers are a bit annoying. Because they can just... oh. They can just do that over and over, and we just got hit by Cold Drake. So we're at a point now where we've got... 20% reduction is pretty bad. Let's just step here. We've got the upgraded level, the first upgrade level of these dragons now, instead of just hatchlings. Okay, we're gonna step forward and swing. Kill all of those. Stun. Kill. These always appear with... okay, we're gonna 3 for regen. These drakes appear with 4 hatchlings around them, I believe. So the hatchlings always spawn in groups of 4, but the drakes can spawn with them. So just random stuff here. But a lot of stuff with some nasty ranged weapons, so that's why... oh, we actually got it this time. We have to be a little bit more careful. Oh, another worm mass. What are these things doing? Why are they running from me? No... so because of the nasty ranged weapons here, so we're in a Whistling Vortex, which gives us range defense and makes incoming projectiles slower, but it decreases our ranged accuracy. If you're an archer, you don't want to be standing in that, I guess. But yeah, we have to be careful of long-distance attacks that are going to hit us quite hard. And it looks like we've got just a den full of random stuff up that way. Before we do that, let's look at the statue. Quasit, demon statue. This is from the Ashes of... not Ashes of Rock, Embers of Rage. This is the Embers of Rage DLC, which adds a bunch of stuff about the demons. There's some really cool stuff with that. Clever and tough, the engineers and warriors of our kind, making armor for our forces and holding the front lines against the hordes of Eyal. I'm not going to read all of this, but these are interesting. Do you really want to touch the statue? Of course. What could go wrong? Fades away, leaving a strange effect upon you. For 9 turns, our strength and magic stats are increased by 24. That's not going to matter, because it'll wear off by the time we actually get anywhere. I guess the idea is that you're encouraged to use that. Okay, we're going to back up. We're in a healing fountain here, which is nice, and also things can't see us. And just kill it all one by one. You're the scary one. Boulder Thrower. Throw Boulder. Does 150 physical damage and knocks us back 6 tiles. Hits. I'm just gonna pop a regen, keep myself up. Fortunately, we just lost our spot. We had a good spot there. We've got a chieftain here. Chieftains aren't that bad, honestly. So many enemies. Okay, we managed to make our way back up here. We failed to use it. Stun. So many enemies. We regen. Keeping my health up. I got these Zorn that can go through the mountains, which are kind of annoying. Yeah. So like this entire room was probably just full. Okay, that's it for Daikara, level 1. I feel like I was in the middle of saying something and then I got distracted. Oh well. So there's a chance that we can get escorts here, but we've already had 7, and there are 2 more zones after this that I can think of. There are 2 more zones to Daikara. It goes up to 4, but there are 2 more dungeons after this that can also have escorts. And I can't remember if it's 8 or 9. I think it might be 9, which means that there are 2 more escorts we're going to get at some point. But it's unlikely we'll get them here, just because there are so many levels elsewhere of things we can still do. You are either an Orithil or a Sun Paladin. Okay, 2-hand combat, you are a Sun Paladin. You're dead? No, there's just money there. Okay, well you've been stunned. Let's... Blinding me. Not forged bowman. Okay, and oh, here's another one. You are a... What? Magical combat. You're not what I was expecting. You're an arcane blade. There were like 3 of you together. Okay, let's not stand there. Here we go. Yeah, you're gonna be... I'm not as familiar with the I forget which one it is that does the thought-formed whatevers. Be the Solipsist? Probably. Solipsist's a weird class. I'm actually not in a very good spot here. Okay, we've killed that one. Let's step forward. So we want to kill... We want to kill you. Execution, okay. And shields up. Kill on the side that has fewer things, and we're fine, okay. So we had 3 rare enemies altogether. It's a little bit nasty. Here we go, Storm Drake. Step forward, smash, bash. Okay, there we go. Giants. Also a forest blight. What am I doing? That's a lot of giants. I'm confused. I don't want to be standing there because they can all see me. You're doing 14 damage a turn. Let's just remove that. I'm confused. I'm just gonna fight through it. Health is low. Use a heal. You know what? Let's use a physical protection as well. Regen is available. I could be fighting this more safely by running away. Still blind. Perfect strike. Let's just keep fighting. Okay, but we took them out. Regen. Oh, Summoner. Kill all the summons as quickly as we can, because they do more damage. The Summoner itself does not actually hit all that hard. Usually. I guess it depends on what kind of creature it is, but... That's it for level 2 of Daikara. Demon Sorrow. Okay, what have we got here? Cut, Confusion, Immunity, Healing Mod... Oh right, we have a second heal. I forgot about that. It's good. That'd be good to remember. It'd be annoying if I died because I just forgot to do that. Confusion immunity, but this already gives me basically just as much. So I'm not that interested. Okay. Life and stamina. Whereas this is Physical power, strength, and damage. I'll take the defensive stats over the offensive ones. Okay, got some dragons over there, some giants up this way. Great, we've been confused. And we've been blinded. I'm just going to go perfect strike so that it doesn't matter as long as I can remember where they are. I keep bumping into them. Okay, Fire Imp. Yes, we're going to touch the statue, leaving a nasty effect on us. We've been stunned for 6 turns. Okay. Oh, bad. I just rested once and it disappeared, so I guess I shrugged off the stun with my passive ability that lets me do that. Giant black ant. Anything nearby? Not really. Hello. Temporal Rift. Ah. Had so many characters die here. Duathlin. Touch, leaving no trace. Water Imp, touch. Okay, you summon 5 Retchlings. That's a little bit useful, I guess, because we do need Retchling eyeballs. There we go. Alright, so this Temporal Rift, this leads somewhere, as it says. That leads to a dungeon, which unlocks some pretty cool stuff. But it's also quite dangerous and likely to get you killed. As you can see what's happening there, there's kind of a burst of damage that happened. It's because they could see me, but then they stopped seeing me, but they know I'm in this area, so it was just trying to hit me with a ranged weapon. Ended up hitting everyone else instead, which was funny. Alright, let's kill the rogue that's sneaking up on us from behind. Oh. I did not want to step there. Okay, this is... Well, we're not going to use that because I'd rather have the physical protection. I also should have... Okay. I was getting a little bit scary when I'm in a fight and I hear a sudden announcement like that, because like, oh, did I just die? No. I need to step down as quickly as possible to get out of this firing zone I put myself into. Upgrade the speeding thing twice? Okay. Yeah, if we get this up to 55% speed, that'll be really nice. We also got a category point, so we can learn Celestial Light, which I would like to learn. It's either that, or it's going to be Bloodthirst. Let's see, what does this do? Your mighty blows inspire utter terror in your foes. Any melee strikes you do deal more than 43% of their total life. Daze them for 5 turns, also increases crit chance by 3%. After scoring a critical hit, your maximum hit points increase, and your life regen and stamina regen also increase. And it stacks. And these are all passives, which is great. Because it means that they can't be knocked off by things like the Weirdling Beast. You delight in inflicting of wounds, you get 15 physical power, and when you make a creature bleed, its physical damage resistance is reduced by 12%, but never below 0. Kinda cool. Unstoppable. Costs 150 stamina, but it makes us immune to death for 3 turns. Like, we just cannot die. So that's pretty cool. On the other hand, Providence is also really nice. Oh, this requires magic. I'm just used to playing mage characters, I guess. Okay, well that decides this. I guess we need to invest in magic until we get at least 36 points in magic. So that's going to be our 3rd stat if we want to get this. So we'll go Bloodthirst for now, the category point. Alternatively, we could get another Prodigy. Step south. Okay. Always kill what's to the south first, because that way I only have enemies on one side, most likely. Let's regen. Ooh. Heal, heal. Yeah, using that heal knocks me off 34 turns, unfortunately. Of not being able to use my shields, which is why I'm not a fan. Oh, Mountain Troll. It's relatively tough. Regen again. Health is low. Heal. Lots of enemies. We'll touch these statues in a moment. Let's kill some dragons first. Old Drake Hatchling. Wretchling, touch, leaving a strange effect upon you. All damage you deal is converted to darkness. As you can see, we're doing darkness damage now, which I guess would help if we were worried about cold. I mean, it's already worn off. Those effects, they feel like they're intended to be used to gamble by being used in the middle of a fight, but I never actually do that. Okay, so we just happened to get a demon statue thing. Dalek, touch, sure. Deliberately spread out the damage a little bit because I wanted to wait until they approached me in order to... Man, they just don't stop coming. I feel like this is my experience with Daikara, is that there are always more enemies. Blade horror. I guess we're not done with the horrors yet. Imploding. Slowed and taking 45 physical crushing damage per turn. That's a physical thing that we can actually just cure. Although we got unlucky and cured the other one. That's fine. The bleed. Quasit. Touch the statue. And we just summoned a Quasit. Shields up. Stun. No problem. Another... Oh, we're confused, so we failed to use that. You know what, let's heal first. Does not actually appear to be that many. Just a few giants. Heal. Heal. Clominar, General of Urok. Touch. Leaves behind a pair of pitch black boots, the black boots. Now, an interesting thing is that now that I've found the Vault of Memory in my fortress, the Spiritual Fortress, and it's given me all of the lore from everything I've seen in the entire game, the fact that this is popping up tells me that I've never found this item before, I believe. Because if I had, I wouldn't be getting a lore pop-up. It's a treacherous road to the top of the world. Well, we'll have to see what we can do with that. Oh, more wretchlings. Lovely. Okay, I guess the summoned wretchlings was less useful than I had hoped. Alright, right, so we have the option of going to the Temporal Rift. I think we have some more statues to touch. Yep, we didn't touch these ones. Hakor Zun. We can find Hakor Zun in Daikara. That's a possibility. Nothing happened. Rivelas. Nothing happened. Okay. So I'm going to continue on. Temporal Rift, I think I'm going to leave for later. If I do it at all. Black Boots, what is this? Tier 2. Grants extra movement speed for each point of shadow power. Not that interested. Umbral Iron Gauntlets of Strength does darkness damage. Not that interested again. 35 life. I think what we have is slightly better. Though much more situational. Nothing in particular there that I'm interested in. Level 4, no escorts. Okay, out of curiosity, if we go to... oh yeah, so Into the Darkness, Daikara is the last of our 4 dungeons. Current fortress energy is 10. Okay. We've just been disrupted. Oh, there's the boss. Ramtha the Worm. Okay. We will just wait here. And regen. Let's... Darn it. I should have waited one turn to get rid of the illumination, I guess. Pop that. You're mostly doing cold damage, right? Oh, this is not a good spot to be. And all our heals have been... Well, we have that. Okay, let's just be fast. Let's just be really fast and kill you before you kill us. How's that? Not the best strategy. Okay, quest complete. Into the darkness. New quest, the Island of Dread. Okay, we're gonna step forward and... okay, that kills you. And let's rest. Alright. Yeah, so into the darkness. Explored the Daikara and vanquished the huge ice dragon that dwelled there. Island of Dread. You have heard that near the charred scar to the south lies a ruined tower known as the Dreadfell. There are disturbing rumors of greater undead, and nobody who reached it ever returned. Perhaps you should explore it and find the truth, and the treasures, for yourself. Dreadfell, I think it used to be the end of the game. So this is going to be the final dungeon of the first portion of the game. Dreadfell is a big... well... not actually the final dungeon, I guess, but of the first portion of the game, but it's a big deal. It's definitely a big deal. So that's going to be our... next destination, although... I think... how many of you guys are coming? It's always a horde. No, I didn't want to move there. I was confused for a turn, and then bad things happened. Now something over here. Chitinous spider. They just don't stop. Still blind. Just fight through it. Oh, one of you. Regen, heal, keep our health topped up. Fire Imp, touch. We've been confused. It only lasted a couple of turns, okay. Well, we got a few more enemies to deal with here. Okay, so that's it for Daikara 4. Anything particularly interesting? Teleportation Rune of the Warrior. Again, I'm probably not going to use this, but it does scale with something that we've got, so in case I decide that I want to do something that foolish, I will throw it into my inventory. That's just to have an escape, so if I'm trapped in a situation that's going to kill me, I can teleport and be like 50 squares further away. 50 tiles. Anything else I want to switch to? War Axe is one-handed, not really. Alright, so I could use the Rod of Recall and get out of here. Or I could go to the Temporal Rift. Now... level 20? I would rather be over-leveled because there's a fight in this that always gives me a lot of trouble, so I'm going to come back to this after Dreadfell, I think. And there are a few other little dungeons that we can also explore before Dreadfell. So for now, I just have to remember Temporal Rift is here. It's always in level 3 of Daikara, so I mean, that's not going to be too hard. You smell a blighted perfume in the air for an instant. That's wonderful. You feel a tremor in the ground for a few seconds, and it disappears. Okay. So both of those, I'm guessing, are events that happen at level 20. Which are optional dungeons that have opened up. Some of them might be random, some of them might be based on stuff that I don't understand, some of them might be fixed. One of those, like the blighted smell thing, could be from the DLC. I don't know. From the most recent DLC that I haven't really played with a whole lot. I'm still suspicious about this. Can I... Is there no way through here? Anyway, we finished... Aha. Oh, that's what happened. You go in here, and there just happened to be 3 dungeons here. Way to a strange portal, some ancient elven ruins, right, I was wondering where that was, and ruined dungeon. That was the one I was thinking of. That's something that I could have done before. So you know what, that's probably what we'll actually start with this optional dungeon in the next part. I will see you then. And this isn't new or anything, I forgot about this passage.